Hey everyone, this is Jack speaking. Today I'll be talking about the positive and negative sides of investing your money in properties, and somewhere in this video, two of you who have subscribed to my channel are going to get £100 each. The giveaways are currently being paid only in BCPT or Block Mason Credit Protocol as another way of supporting our pump mission. With the most recent high, so far we managed to pump the price of the asset by 1074% only for 2 months, so if you haven't joined us on that yet, you better do as fast as you possibly can. The information you need is in the 7th video back from this one, called BCPT BTC, our first of many epic pump missions. Including real estate as an asset class in your investing portfolio adds diversity to reduce your overall investment risk. There are many real estate investing strategies to achieve this. Some options like real estate trusts are as passive as holding dividend-paying stocks. Others, like buying and holding rental properties for cash flow and capital appreciation, requires an active involvement and a fair amount of knowledge in order to be successful. The results of active real estate investing far surpass any passive strategies. And let's face it, owning and profiting from actual properties is a lot more exciting than owning shares of a stock on paper. Like any investment, taking on real estate in your investment portfolio has its pros and cons. So let's start with the pros of real estate investment. Real estate appreciates over time. Well-chosen real estate appreciates over time, generally at a rate which far outpaces annual inflation. Yes, there are occasional market corrections and people can buy the wrong type of property at the wrong time. But there is always a chance to buy a quality property at a discount, make improvements to increase equity, and eventually sell it for a profit. It's the real estate equivalent of the stock market mantra to buy low and sell high. And the first one to get £100 is you. A real estate always has an intrinsic value. A stock can go down to zero, but a property is a tangible asset that will always have value derived from both the raw land and the structure built on it. Real estate provides a steady cash flow. Rental properties can provide a steady monthly income called cash flow. This is the extra money that is left after all bills are being paid. Once your property is set up, cash flow provides an ongoing monthly income which is mostly passive, allowing you to spend your time building a business, or spend time with your family, or reinvest in more real estate. Real estate builds equity. Let's say you buy a property worth £500,000 for rental purposes. For London, this is a cheap property, but anyway. Statistics says that an average property in London is slightly above £500,000, but if you live here, you realize that they're not very accurate. Let's say after you rent out the property and you deduct all the expenses for the year, you end up with £20,000 profit. In 25 years' time, rent profits are going to be equal to that £500,000 you paid for the house. On the other hand, every property in UK doubles its value on average every 10 years, which means that in 25 years' time you would be owning a property worth £3 million. Plus the rent profits, overall in this period of time you would have made 7 times your original investment of £500,000. Real estate gives you control. You have a lot more control over your overall investment success with real estate than with other investing classes. With real estate investing, you're in the driver's seat of a lot of decision making. You can mitigate risks and grow your portfolio at a much faster pace investing in real estate. In a competitive rental market, you have to employ strategies to make sure that the best possible tenants are attached to your properties. You can also make strategic improvements to increase rental income. It's about time to go and help somebody, isn't it? Okay. So he knows that he's gonna get something, he just doesn't know what is he gonna get yet. And what you get is
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I love you. I love you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
I hope I made you.
I know. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please pause the video and hit the like button as it helps me a lot to build this channel. Also, if you don't have a portfolio and you want to start building such, or you do have a portfolio but you're not happy with your current broker, have a look down in the description. The exchanges you see there are trustworthy and they charge fair fees. Depending on which one of them you decide to go with, they might even give you a welcome bonus. Or you can go with all of them, as I always advise traders and investors to use at least a few exchanges for an extra layer of safety. Real estate provides a hedge against inflation. Inflation is the economic reality that prices increase over time due to the value of money decreasing. The annual inflation rate varies. Let's say average annual inflation rate in your country is 2%. If your investment portfolio made you a profit of 10% this year, this means that your actual profit is 8% because the purchasing power of your money has decreased by 2% at the meantime. Real estate investments keep pace with inflation. As the price of a loaf of bread goes up, so do rents and the value of the properties. As inflation pushes the cost of living higher, your cash flow increases. And inflation drives up the value of the property itself. In 10 years, when you want to sell, your properties will be worth a lot more than they are now. As I mentioned earlier, in London, for example, your property's value would have most likely doubled. Now let's see what are some of the cons of real estate investment. Real estate investing also has some disadvantages to consider carefully before jumping in. Real estate requires money. You need money to make money. Forget about the gurus who promise that you can get rich buying real estate with other people's money. While you can buy shares of stock with minimal cash outlay, investing in real estate requires quite a lot of money. Notice that not even once did I advise you to use a mortgage or any kind of loan. To me personally, you either buy the property with your own money or you don't buy it at all. Although a lot of property owners borrow money to invest, such actions carries risks. To get started, you'll need enough to buy the property plus closing costs and enough money to repair and update the property to maximize rental income. And once you own the property, there will be ongoing expenses like property taxes, insurance, and property maintenance. Okay, take it. You get £100. Real estate takes a lot of time. You need to spend time learning and managing your real estate investments. There is a learning curve and you can lose a lot of money in real estate if you don't know what you're doing. On top of that, actively managing your rental properties can be very time consuming. Real estate is a long-term investment. Real estate should always be bought with a longer-term strategy. You're buying a tangible asset which you cannot liquidate quickly for cash in case of need of emergency funds. It takes time to sell a property and transaction costs are higher than selling stock shares or cryptocurrencies. Real estate can be problematic. Tenants can cause problems and cost you money and valuable time wasted in court. If you own rental properties, your cash flow can take a significant hit if you end up with a tenant who doesn't pay or leave the property in a very poor condition when they leave, or both. Real estate investing has unique risks. Risks need to be understood and mitigated as much as possible. Following are a few of the significant risks of investing in real estate. Buying the wrong property at the wrong time. Increased liability for accidents that may occur on your property. Getting stuck with a professional renter who knows how to work the legal system at your expense. Getting over-leveraged. This is a pitfall that brings down many real estate investors, which is why you didn't hear me advise you to use any borrowed capital of any kind. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to have a chance to catch a giveaway yourself, and I'll see you next time.